It is a new year. You are a new you. Right, D? Welcome back to the Trainwell podcast, where we inspire you to move more to get stronger and have fun. Off air, coach, the trainer, Darian, and I were talking about toilets and how the importance of a cleanly bathroom is so vital for gyms. Can you expand on that, D?
These are the things Joey and I discuss when we're not podcasting is toilets.
Well, tell us your opinions. Like, tell us your issue with your gym.
You just love a clean toilet. And it doesn't have to be pristine. It just has to be, you want to feel safe, going into a toilet. You want to feel like you're going to contract something or step in something. And I love my gym. I do. But the locker room is an absolute disaster. It is constantly, there's puddles. People are coming in from the pool. The showers are gross. The bathrooms are gross. It's a smell, it's icky on so many levels.
But we're not here to talk about icks and ickies, are we, D? Today we got a fun episode layout. So here's what we got in store for you, dear listener. I'm going to interview my wonderful co-host here. We have a list of questions where half of which are fun and playful, and the other half are more serious, getting down to brass tacks. And we hope that you walk away from this with some actionable takeaways. We want to make this a little more lightning round-esque to put us on the spot. And after I'm done interviewing her, she'll interview me. So let's jump right into it, D.
Let's do it.
10 minutes on the clock. Here we go. D, one exercise you delete if you could. One exercise you delete if you could. Go.
Okay, I'm going to give you a genre of exercise, actually. It's the complex type exercises like you see a lot of YouTube influencers doing, where they're doing a reverse lunge to an upright row to a press to a spin, and it's you don't need to do that many moves in one move to get an effective workout. It's just totally overcomplicating the whole situation.
Okay, but devil's advocate, talk to me about a complex. Share what a complex is, and would you do that or no?
Yeah, no, I do love a certain type of complex, like a Turkish get-up, for example. It's kind of multiple moves in one, different than a compound lift where you're working multiple joints in one movement. But a complex combines things. I do love a thruster, squat to press, but that's still fairly simple, But when you're just putting moves together to put moves together, it's why? Just why?
Maybe we'll have to talk about complexes because I have a different meaning of complexes. Let's move on, though. Okay.
Really? Okay.
One exercise.
New episode to come.
Yeah, new episode to come, folks. One exercise people pretend to like.
Pretend to like. Mostly, I think what's an exercise people pretend to not like or something. But I guess if I was going to say people pretend to like something, it's the people who say they like a burpee.
Ah, nice.
It's does anyone really like a burpee? I don't know. I don't mind a burpee, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, there's more efficient things you can do. Okay. Give me one fitness trend that you're quote unquote side-eyeing, one you have the pulse on.
Oh my gosh, anything that says trend is something I'm side-eyeing for sure. But what's something common right now that I'm kind of what is happening? Honestly, it's just we've talked about this on a whole episode, the constant just hyperfixation on glutes, glute exercises. All we do in the gym now is glute exercises. It's important, but it's not all we should be doing. I think I'm always side-eyeing them, trying to figure out what that's all about.
Okay, are you side-eyeing more ab training, like I want a six-pack, or more glute training?
Right now, it's glute training. I've side-eyed ab training before, too, because I'm why are we all obsessed with the six-pack? But people aren't obsessed with that anymore. They're obsessed with an enormous butt. And I get it, but also I'm overseeing butts when I scroll Instagram. It's all I see, butts.
Get rid of Instagram. There's your solution. Sir Mix-a-Lot, you haven't done us a favor here. Okay, one workout excuse you hear the most. One workout excuse you hear the most.
Yeah, it's kind of just like that all or nothing mindset. Like people will be like, "Oh, I don't have the time, so I'm just not going to go." But it's like, well, you could still just do a shorter version. You could just go for 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be a full hour, or, do something at home that's even 10, 15 minutes. I think that's like the main excuse is like they don't have the time.
Yeah, time. Everyone has 24 hours in the day, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, like I do get like people are busy, you and I've been insanely busy, and I'm still making sure I'm like finding a slot of time that I can move my body.
Man, that's another podcast idea. We're going to talk about busyness, and
Yeah.
how us being busy is detrimental to service for others. Yeah, that's it. We can go deep on that.
You know what? I do want to go deep on that because I want to talk about how we can all just slow down more.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I love that. Okay.
Nasal breathe. Okay, well, let's get into. We're doing great on time. We
Right.
got about 5 minutes left, but we might have to go a little quicker here. But these are going to get a little deep, so please expand if you want to. Let's get serious now. So, one habit that sounds healthy but usually is not.
Um, okay, honestly, working out all the time. I think people think the more the better when it comes to exercise. And I just think more and more in the culture we live in, where people are just constantly on the go, do less, do less.
Well said. I think you could say that a million times. Do less. It's always hard to combat that in the fitness industry. Okay,
Yeah.
one fitness myth. This kind of ties into it. One fitness myth you would delete forever if you could.
Oh, that's a good one. That calories matter. Burning calories
Mm.
matter.
Mm. Well said. Yeah, when I eat pumpkin pie, calories don't matter. Okay,
They never
give
matter.
us this. Give us this way. This question is great because I want to hear what it is, and I want to hear an example or two examples. Okay, because this is actionable. One cue everyone needs to hear more often with exercise.
Like a
One
fitness cue,
a fitness cue. Let's do an exercise cue, like an exercise. Yeah, exercise cue.
like a specific movement cue.
Yes, like do this.
Um,
Go on.
squeeze your butt.
Squeeze your butt.
Squeeze your butt. I mean, like when I'm watching people
Wait.
press.
You just said you're
No, 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 no. It's different. This is not about working your glutes to get a big, huge butt. This is about truly bracing your core. I really think when I see people bench pressing and their glutes are loose and just loosey goosey, when I people see people overhead pressing and they're like a floppy fish, I am squeezing my butt for them. I'm like watching them and squeezing my own butt because I want them to really brace and get that power.
okay. What does bracing mean? Break us down real quick. What is bracing?
It really comes down to like breathing and engaging the core properly. So you're exhaling, that's how I think bracing. You're exhaling, and you're tightening your core, but you're not losing space in your core. You're not deflating. You are engaging to keep the core. Like if you think about a core as a can, and let's say the can has nothing in it, okay, and you could squeeze the can and you mush it together, but let's say the can is filled with a liquid and you try to squeeze it or air it's really hard to squeeze. So it's hard to do because you want to be exhaling for proper breathing, but you don't want to lose the space you've created. You're like tightening. I'm not explaining it well on the podcast.
You're
It's a
if
magic
you,
can.
if you can only
Just
see me, right? Okay,
just tighten.
let's move on. Let's move on because we got 2 minutes left here. Okay. We talked about the habit that sounds healthy but isn't. What is one habit that delivers the biggest results in your eyes?
The opposite of that. Rest.
Hmm.
Rest.
rest,
Get the
capital
sleep.
R.
Get the sleep. Find ways to de-stress. Move your body gently. You don't need to
Example.
be like do a yoga flow. Go to bed on time. Stretch in the morning, and maybe like get upside down a little more. Just be upside down. Down dogs, handstands. I have not talked about this in a hot second, but something reminded me of it recently that I heard. It's not just good for like your blood flow and like the like fluids throughout your body to like get upside down, but like you can literally shift your perspective on the world when you look at it from a different way. And honestly, if you're having a bad day, just get the blood flowing to your head. Get upside down.
I love it. Change your
Me too.
perspective. We got 30 seconds left. So,
Hurry up.
one thing beginners stress about that really doesn't matter. One thing beginners stress about that doesn't matter. Go.
Like the workout being like moving perfectly, like doing it right. Just doesn't matter. Like you just need to do it safe, but you don't need to do it perfect. You just need to do something. Doesn't need to be perfect.
So, technique Timmy, right?
Get technique Timmy out of here. We don't need it. You don't need to work out like 5 days a week, 1 hour sessions. You can just like move. Like you don't need to be perfect.
Well, that's the time. Great job, Dee. Thanks for playing. Let
Thank
us
you.
uh, let us continue with my questions. Are you
Yep.
ready?
Set us a timer, please. And I cannot wait to interview you
Okay.
and hear all your deepest, darkest thoughts.
Timer going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. One exercise you secretly love that most people hate.
Bulgarian split squat, hands down. And I would say 1.5 Bulgarian split squats. So what I mean by this is a Bulgarian split squat is basically a rear foot elevated lunge or split squat. Lunge is dynamic. A split squat is static usually. So you put your back foot on the bench, you go all the way down, and then you pause, and then you don't go all the way down. You don't touch your knee and rest. You're still active all the way down. Then you go halfway up, and then you go back all the way down, and then all the way up. So 1.5 reps. That's brutal. So, and a lot of people hate Bulgarian. Matter of fact, they call them Vulgarian split squats.
I love that. I've never tried that variation. Have you done a jumping Bulgarian split squat?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. So real quick here, because we used to train a lot of power athletes, right? So what we would do is we do a heavy Bulgarian split squat, like 3 to 5 reps each leg, heavy, right? And then right away they would drop the weight and
Mhm.
then boom, do explosive Bulgarian splits.
That's how I do them. It's rough. That's good. Okay. One fitness trend you actually like. Big butts.
No, gosh, this is hard. I would say I really like cold immersion because it's just one, it helps you. It is stressful, but you have to learn to organize that stress, that cold, in such a way that's productive and lets you get through the hard. And then it also is great for recovery. I mean, cold plunge has been around a long time. It's not just recently, but I think I think submerging yourself to cold the right ways. So 2 to 5 minutes, I think is the research. I think it might just be 2 minutes, but not staying in there for like 30, 40, 50 minutes. That's just ridiculous.
That would be way too much. Okay, you asked me about a cue that more people need to hear or people need to hear more often. What's a cue that you say so often you hear it in your sleep?
Oh, ribs down,
Mm,
ribs down. And what that means, it's not necessarily just squeezing your abs. I mean, that will lower your rib cage, but like I see so much hyperextension throughout the day. Hyperextension is basically your lower back is arched, right? And that really weakens your abs because your abs are elongated and your low back is tight, right? And a lot of people walk around with severe lower back pain. If you're listening, try this out. Just lay on the ground, hook lying so your legs are bent, and then just think about blowing out the birthday candles. And then as you do that, start to tighten your abs. That'll automatically flatten your low back to the ground. And you don't need to do it like 100% like a max deadlift, but if you can do like, I always cue people like do it 100% and then cut that in half and then cut that in half. That's what you want to walk around with if you can throughout the day, or at least check in with it. So yeah, ribs down.
How are you determining if you're someone who needs your ribs down or your hips under?
Uh, great, great. Well, I think you should do both. I think both the pelvic floor and the diaphragm love each other. So when you do
They
that,
do.
when you lay on the ground, do both. Tuck your pelvis under and then draw your rib cage down. Or go into tabletop position, hands and knees, look at yourself in the mirror, and then gauge yourself that way. Gosh, I wish I had more time on this question, but I'll move on. I think ribs down. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, one thing like members do or your clients do that makes you think they're locked in. They got this.
I would say they're breathing. If they own their breathing through the movement, then 9 times out of 10, they're focusing on just spatial awareness where they are in space. If they're panic breathing, then I know that fatigue may have set in. But if they're really fine tuning their breathing mechanics, let's say through a squat, then that lets me know they're dialed in, locked in.
Okay, you're going to love this one. Don't spend too much time here, Joey, because I think you could rant forever.
We got
One
5 minutes, 20 seconds left.
one gym habit you wish everyone would stop.
One gym habit, everyone. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I have like 30 things. I would say the biggest one, my biggest pet peeve is walking in with your full gym bag and leaving it there and then taking your sweater off or your jacket and leaving it on the floor, and then your chalk is dragging next to you. Be minimal. Like when I go to the gym now, I used to be that guy with the gym wraps and the chalk and the
Hmm.
smelling salts and the shoe switches and all that and the gym bag. And I used to like wear it as a badge of honor, like, look at me, look at my gym bag. But now I just go to the gym with two things: my phone and myself. That's it. And occasionally a bottle of water, but that's it. So stop bringing all the, you're not going on vacation to the gym. Stop it.
I love that. I knew you'd have a lot to say on that one. Okay. Um, one data point. You can only pick one. This is like the answer is going to be every data point that you trust more than the scale.
For sure. This is your sleep score. Like, you don't have to be a scientist with this, but I think a lot of the wearables coming out, that's a fitness trend, right? The Aura rings, the Whoops, your recovery score, your HRV score. I would say the recovery score you get, that would be most beneficial. Like whether it's one recovery metric. There you go. One recovery data point that lets you know how well your sleep is, because I believe sleep is number one.
Love that. Okay. This is a weird one, but I think it'd be interesting for people to hear your take. One reason a workout can feel hard and still be right.
Ooh, that's a good one. The reason simply is there's so many reasons. A new movement, a new routine. I would just say new, something new,
Hmm.
right? I can't stand being new at something, and especially movement related. Like if I have to slow down a tempo, meaning I go really slow on an exercise because the phase demands it or whatever, that's hard for me. I'm not used to it. My brain is like, what are you doing? It may be the similar movement, but changing up the tempo, the rest, the volume, that throws my body for a curve every time.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. How much time do we have left? Because there's three questions I actually really want you to answer. We should just do it. Okay. One sign that your client is ready to progress. I think people don't know when they should be progressing.
Oh, that's easy. Just look at the reps in reserve. Reps in reserve is like how many they had left in the tank. And generally, most people need to lift with more intensity, and intensity being like load, right? Not effort. So like if you're walking away from a set of curl to presses, right, and you could have done 10 or more, you need to up the weight. You really want to stay like 1 to 3 what reps in reserve, not go to failure all the time. But if I'm looking at you and seeing you execute a movement, I can clearly see how many reps you have left in the tank. That's the biggest form that I know when to progress a client.
So, what's a mistake people make when they're progressing, like chasing that intensity? What's the biggest
they're
mistake they make?
they're missing reps. Like if you go into a set and you're like, okay, I want to only do 6 to 8 reps, and you're getting like 3, big mistake. Like the rep ranges are there for a specific reason, for a specific adaptation. And if you're missing that for ego lifting, or you're trying to progress weight too heavy or show off or whatever, that's a red flag.
Yeah, you know what? When I see people like doing like really heavy curls or really heavy front raises and they're like swinging them up just to get the reps, that drives me up a wall. It's doing nothing.
Okay, 50 seconds.
Okay, here it is. One reminder every client needs to hear regularly.
Okay, I'm going to say this from the lens of it's New Year's, it's a new year. And that's going to be start small, celebrate wins consistently. Start
Love that.
small, meaning don't build Rome in a day. You're
Hmm.
going to trick your body out. Celebrate small wins consistently. I don't know if that's 2, but I would err on the side of starting small. For those of you just picking up your fitness routine, restarting your routines, start small. That goes a very, very long way.
That
2,
was great.
1.
Joey, thank you for those tips and tricks and your advice. I always love to hear it.
We love hearing from you listeners. So if you would like to leave us feedback on topics fresh of mind, please let us know. As always, check the show notes for your 2-week trial here at Trainwell. Get matched with your own personal trainer and try us free.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.